Screaming Firehawks, welcome back to the channel, The Expanse, Season 4, Episode 7. We're coming down to it. This one is called A Shot in the Dark. And yes, we're still married after the discussion that we had last week.
Side note.
It's all good.
There's always been like a running joke, like, hey, do you guys share the same barber? We do now!
She stole my barber, y'all.
His barber, she's amazing. What's up, Jess?
Yeah, so, yes. Threw that out there. But yeah, we're good. Despite our disagreements, I still 100, like...
Somebody may or may not have slept on the couch. I'm totally joking.
That is absolutely not the case.
Totally joking.
But like, there's a really interesting thing, because there's a huge difference between agreeing and siding with someone and understanding why they're doing things.
Yeah.
I don't agree with what Mercury's doing, but I understand it. I don't know if that lands for a lot of people. The idea that all of, like, the way this is all played out on both sides, like, both sides are, like, handling this wrong.
Yeah.
But I understand that a guy like him, like Amos, they're like the same people essentially, except Amos, like, he doesn't have that face. And
ladies, you know what I'm talking about.
he's got the great one-liners. Like, he's a way more interesting and better character that we all love, obviously. But it's one of those things where he's a hothead, he's a lunatic, his job is security. The first act was taken out on him, so, like, I understand why he would be aggressive towards everyone, even though he was probably in that mindset before they even landed. It just gave him more reason to do what he's doing. Like, I get all that. I just understand his mindset, and I don't know. I just feel like things on the other side could have been handled differently, and maybe not blowing up their ship prior to finding out exactly what the plan was. Even though they had enough intel to maybe question a little bit, but still, like, the whole situation's fucked.
Well,
and
I kind of root for the underdog, kind of. So I feel like, you know, Belters kind of get the shit end because, you know, Earth wants to own them, Mars wants to own them.
And that's always been the case.
They don't really have anything of their own, and it's like, I don't know. I just feel bad.
I'm just never gonna lean towards killing 20 plus people and then not expecting major ramifications from that type of action.
I don't agree with the whole, like, blow somebody up, like, you don't even know them, you've never even met them, like, but
history tells a story.
They're used to people giving them the shit end.
Yeah.
But they didn't know that these people were not going to hurt them. I don't know.
I think the show's done a great job, obviously, based off of the discussion that we've had, based off the discussions that we've had in the comments. I think this show's done a really good job of, like, Mercury is clearly, like, a psychopath, but I feel like that there's still enough gray on both sides to where there's a group of people who agree with his actions, there's a group of people who agree with the Belter's actions. And there's legit arguments on both sides as to who is right. Like, I don't know if right is the right word to use there, because when you're killing and kidnapping and blowing people up and shooting people, like, I don't know if that's ever right, but...
This just reminds me of, like, when you're driving, you're like, turn right, right?
Right?
Left, right?
It just goes to show how great the show is and how interesting and fun these characters are. Because the story is fascinating. If we didn't get into a heated discussion, it would mean that we didn't give a fuck.
Absolutely.
It just shows how much we care about what the story is being laid out and being told. Well, so I think that's a great sign.
I think the fact that we have discussions about all the shows that we watch means we actually give shits.
It just means that y'all are picking epic shows for us to watch.
We give multiple shits.
Yeah.
All of them.
We're fully engaged, and the shows that we've been watching, this one has climbed very quickly to the top of the list. They're just all well written. The story and the characters are all amazing. So yeah, it creates really great discussions, and I absolutely thrive and love those moments because it gives motivation to just keep cranking this stuff out and keep going because it's fun.
Yes.
But that said, this planet they're on is not happy with things.
No, they're like, get off.
Like,
or stay and let me kill you.
Yeah, it's just absolute. Well, they don't want anyone else landing because a force field has been created that disintegrated one of the ships that tried to land. And apparently all of the ships that are in orbit around this planet, they've lost all flying capabilities essentially because their fuel pellets aren't fusing together. So at some point they're all going to kind of start falling towards the planet, which is really scary considering this force field that's going to probably disintegrate their ships. Not good.
Awesome.
And for the folks on the ground, they've got earthquakes. Now they had this crazy like sandstorm thing roll through, which killed a bunch of people. And then this tsunami rolled through, and they all...
Where was there even water? I don't remember them talking about...
Well, there was no volcanoes.
Of water.
There was no volcanoes, and they had a volcanic eruption, so there's that. All of the folks that were able to get out in time retreated to one of these structures that was cracked open. They all jumped in. Water's piling through. It's going to be interesting to see how long they're down there, how they get back out, what everything's going to look like once they get out of there. They've got people rubbing their eyes. Where
I forgot about that.
We saw the one doctor, she did like a scan of her eyeball. It looked like there was some shit growing on it.
Some molecules of some type.
Which... There was her, and then there was a boy down there who started rubbing his eyes, so it's like...
One of the guards.
It felt very much like an Arrow situation when they were all kind of being tested on in that one room. So that's the first thing that came to my mind is like, damn, they're sick and they're spreading this, whatever it is. It's growing. Mm-hmm. But this episode's called Shot in the Dark. There's a lot going on with Mercury, obviously. There's a lot going on with Ashford and Drummer. There's a lot going on with Bobby and her situation.
Damn.
The whole stuff with Marco is going on. Like, there's a lot of potential shots in the dark that could take place here.
I think
you said something before we turned on the video.
I think Mercury's going to shoot somebody while they're in the darkness of that fucking game.
So you think it's going to be a literal shot in the dark?
Fuck yes, man. Fuck that guy.
I'm wondering if someone's going to have a plan that is kind of just...
shot in the dark.
Out in left field kind of situation, just kind of coming out of nowhere to try to figure some stuff out. Because there's a lot of folks who are dealing with a lot of things. And it's all pretty intense. And I'm fascinated to see what these last few episodes of this, we'll be caught up in 4 episodes.
Yeah, I know.
Which is absolutely bonkers. So I'm really, really excited to see where this goes. Because the story just keeps building. What is going to happen with these structures? What is going on with the protomolecule? What is going on with Miller and his relationship with Holden? Like, all of that shit. Like, are we going to keep this investigation going? How long is this investigation going to go in terms of finding out who destroyed the creators of the protomolecule? Are these folks going to be protected in this structure? Only time will tell. You ready to jump into this episode? Do you have any other thoughts?
Happy birthday, moderator, Pretty Nikki.
Oh, yes.
Love your face.
She's been with us since Game of Thrones days.
Oh, I love her.
Happy birthday.
August 20th. Happy birthday, girl.
Let's go.
Oh, shit, they're fucking full on underwater.
Wait, was that Earth or was that Ilus?
That's Ilus.
Those shit look like Earth.
Yeah.
Stop. There's enough for all of us.
That's scary.
Naomi, we got some daylight peeking through. Water must have receded some.
It has, but not as quickly as we hoped. Scopes are still showing an ocean sitting on top of you.
Oh my
Nowhere at all
god.
for us to go.
Not unless you manage to pack a boat.
So how long until we get back to the surface?
I can't tell for sure, but not for a couple of days at least.
Dang.
Like we're gonna be down here for a while then. Any progress getting the drive back online?
No.
Fusion doesn't work here anymore.
Fucking Miller. How long will the reserves last?
Us and the Edward Israel can maintain orbit for months on batteries, but I run the calculations on the Barb's orbital decay rate. Based on the ship's current altitude, speed, and power reserves, they have...
Maybe a few more days before they fall out of orbit.
Oh,
Fuck.
shit.
Come up with something fast.
You said you started noticing these spots about an hour ago?
Yes.
It's in both eyes?
Oh,
East
that
west.
looks
See my
terrible.
my right eye as well. My wife's a medic. She mentioned she saw a child with an eye infection a few days ago. Some kind of outbreak.
I wouldn't call it that. It's more like an allergic reaction of some kind.
Interesting.
Antihistamine compound should clear it up. But I need to check everyone first to be sure.
You're going around with blurry vision? Fuck that. Stop touching your eyes, though. It spreads infection.
Edward Israel can't tell us exactly how long we're going to be down here, so we're operating as if indefinitely. Belters are going to run out of food before us, and when they do, they're going to act desperate, so we need to be ready.
Be smart. We're outnumbered, and our tactical advantages are diminished down here. There's a fight coming, but let them bring it to us.
If everyone keeps their heads, we'll all make it out of here.
I mean, they are aggressive.
I feel like they have to be, which I don't like that.
I mean, actions have been taken on them first in almost every instance.
Accelerate and raise its orbit.
We have a peace agreement with the OPA, and I put my trust in our new allies to provide justice for the victims of the hijacking. The OPA leadership failed me. Jesus Christ. I sound incompetent. I wouldn't fucking vote for me.
You did the right thing addressing this head on, ma'am.
This is head on? With someone's head on a spike is how I should have addressed it.
We couldn't wait to comment on the incident until we had someone in custody, not after the way the debate ended.
You had me sit there with my tits hanging out, blabbering for 15 minutes, saying, trust me, I am not always a fuck up.
You came across as honest and open, ma'am.
Do you know who else is honest and open? The person who says nothing when nobody asks a fucking question!
Sorry, Mom!
We just got the new poll numbers. Gao is within 3 points.
It could have been a lot worse.
Get the fuck out. Both of you.
Shit.
They just made me admit I was weak.
You got out in front of it, and you told the truth. I think you're overreacting.
Of course I am. Because I should have trusted my judgment.
You were honest with the people. There's no bad judgment there.
Fucking stop it! If I did the right thing, then why is Nancy fucking Gao within 3 fucking points? So when there's another heiress and our planet is burning, at least we did the right thing.
Shit.
Marco and Aros killed everyone on the Sojourner.
This was taken days ago aboard the Pazuza, a belter freighter out of Palace Station. With the cooperation of the governor of Ceres, we renditioned a known associate of Marco to a black site and confirmed the ID.
Assuming he's still on the ship, what are our options?
The UNN Raskolnikov is the closest battleship in the freighter's AO. On your order, the Raskolnikov can destroy the freighter with a missile strike in a matter of minutes. Marco and everyone else on board will be eliminated.
There better be another option.
A tactical marine strike. Raskolnikov will fire a precision railgun shot in order to take out the ship's drive. Then a marine insertion team and a breaching pod will board and take the ship.
Collateral damage will be low.
That would probably be better.
Casualties still exist.
But is there a chance we would be able to capture Marco alive?
Yes, ma'am, but a very low one.
If we could put this terrorist on trial, we could make an example out of him for any other belters looking to prey upon the colony ships at the blockade.
I feel like if she wasn't in a position that she was losing the grip of this election,
Yeah.
she would be more aggressive with attacking his ship.
I feel like.
She wants to use Marco as an example, not only for what she just said, but as a, look what I did!
If your people shared some of your supplies with the settlers.
I have bad news.
Seems to be contagious.
It's not the only thing. Before we evacuated, I noticed some kind of microorganism growing in my eye. I've examined nearly everyone here. We are all infected. Single-cell microorganisms native to this planet are making a home in our eyes.
Fuck!
Hijacking our cells like a virus would.
They're eating away at our eyes.
Yes, they probably will end up eating away at our eyes.
So
What?
can you do?
Right now, nothing. Let me try again.
Of course, he's negative.
So people start going blind.
They already are. Maybe a day.
Day? That's all? Why is it suddenly happening now?
These things like salt water. That flood probably acted like a great big exposure event. Also, we're all living in each other's pockets, so everything is going to spread more easily. You don't seem to be infected.
Everyone's infected, but him. Does this maybe have something to do with your alien ghost friend? It's only a transmission in my head.
This is crazy.
But also, don't blink very close to me. Get away. So everybody's gonna go blind. It's fun!
I guess that's the dark aspect of the title.
Why are you sitting all by yourself?
My dad went looking for me, Mum. They never came back.
That happened to a bunch of people. Your parents made sure you made it, though. That was their job, to protect you, make sure that you're safe.
but they're not here anymore.
No, they're not.
Is Amos about to adopt a kid?
What happened to your eyes?
Green stuff got in them.
Yeah, I've been seeing green spots too. And you see that pretty lady over there?
Everything's green.
Oh, jeez.
Don't worry, I'll see for the both of us.
Oh, Amos adopted a kid.
Fucking thief! He not do nothing! He tried to steal our water! I'm going to get my own water! You fucking liar!
Stand down!
What? He was trying to steal...
Stand the fuck down! And get back to your post, that's an order. Go! Come on.
Whoa.
That was an interesting move.
You ever been in the guts of a ship like this before?
There was an old decommissioned freighter on the Ganymede docks I went to on a school field trip. I thought I'd be doing stuff like this in university sims. Not for real in orbit.
This is a better education than any university could give you.
You sound like my mother.
She's right.
My mother hates herself for what she did. I don't believe she ever wanted to hurt anyone.
She was just trying to protect your family.
Ilus is her dream, not mine.
I know the feeling of wanting to run away. Every day is harder than the next.
What did you do?
I ran and regretted it ever since.
Your mother's been caring for you even since before you were born.
She wants you to go and chase your dreams. That's all any mother ever wants.
But she's scared that you'll make a mistake.
Do something you'll regret. She won't be able to protect you.
None of that really matters anymore.
Naomi's been like hitting those emotions last couple episodes.
Yes.
I don't think you'll find a treatment before then.
Not unless I can find the reason that you seem to be immune.
Not everybody got the plague.
Not everybody talks to an alien.
One blind doesn't sound as bad anymore.
You make it sound like a burden.
Now, if you knew the guy talking to me, you'd feel the same way.
I don't think I would. You're being given knowledge and answers that humans have only dreamt about.
I've also been given horrific nightmares, visions of death I can never unsee.
To me, that sounds like an acceptable trade-off.
Oh, shit.
I have traveled billions of kilometers to be the first exobiologist to study the most basic forms of extraterrestrial life. And you, on the other hand, are the only person in human history with a direct line of communication to an advanced alien species, and you're annoyed?
It's not the same. You don't have the choice.
Any scientist would kill to change places with you. I know I would.
He's been through a lot of things.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want his life. That's tough.
Hey, you been seeing green spots in your eyes?
Yeah? Why?
Everyone's been infected with them but me for some reason.
The doctor lady said it was allergies.
It's much worse. Maybe a day before everyone goes blind.
Are you fucking serious? A lot more of us aren't gonna make it now.
But if people start panicking, none of us are gonna make it out if you're alive. I need your help, making sure everyone stays calm.
You just fucking freaked him out. How is he supposed to stay calm?
I can't do this without you.
Yeah, I'll do what I can.
Is Amos gonna fucking go blind?
I can't do this.
Never seen him like this before.
Scared and worried and...
Great. I'm sorry. I was overstressed and not myself this morning.
How can you be mad at her?
I was wondering who that woman on our sofa was.
When errors happened, I felt so helpless. Everything was about to end, and there was nothing I could do about it. That's how I'm feeling right now.
I've never questioned the things you've done before, because I knew you were doing them for the right reasons. But it feels like this election isn't about you being right. It's just about you needing to win. Would losing be so bad?
I don't know, which is what scares me. It's why I need to win. I can't be right if I don't.
How far are you willing to go to find out?
As far as I have to.
This is wild.
Hey.
Naomi, what's that? I said I don't want to talk to you.
Just listen.
Your mama's got an idea on how to save the Barb.
Wait, she does?
Rude. That's your mom.
We want to connect the Rossi to the Barb so the Rossi can pull the ship higher up into orbit. We're going to need you to deconstruct the mining nets and weld and weave them together into a single tow cable.
The cable will need to be at least 1 kilometer long for safety.
And we can't connect it to their nodes. Our center of mass has changed because of all the lithium we're carrying. We'll need to build a gantry to provide a height to counterbalance everything.
Smarty pants.
Do we have enough time to do all this?
Wow. This seems like a pretty wild plan. Maybe
tow
shot.
another ship in
Maybe
space.
a shot in the dark.
Oh, hey!
But obviously things have changed. We need to maintain peace with the Belters. So we know Dr. Okoye can treat us, and that means we're going to need to share our food and water.
That's why he stopped the fight.
This thing could go sideways very easily.
Of course he had an ulterior motive.
Of course.
If we do this right, this disaster is the best thing that could have happened to us. It did in one day what was going to take us years. If we wait out these settlers, this planet's ours.
You heard what Holden said. He's going to defend the Belters' claim.
Which is why I'm not putting my fate in the hands of a court. We have to silence Holden now.
Oh, shit.
I've been thinking about the Anteros. I still have nightmares about that ship. All those floating Belter faces. The RCE tripled their profits that quarter, and I got an extra $6,000. I've been spilling blood my entire career and making others rich off it.
Wow.
It's in the company's interests if the Belters eventually cede their claim and any stake in the planet. My contract will give me 1% of the claim value after all the Belters have gone. Now, that meant millions in lithium money. But if we can control the technology that Holden activated, this planet is worth hundreds of billions more.
Sounds like you're finally getting what you're owed.
We're getting what we're owed. There's more than enough for the both of us. For everyone who helps us do what needs to be done. Things aren't going to end well on this planet for Holden.
You still like this guy?
I mean, now that we know exactly what his motive is.
You've never had to pay for my loyalty.
Your off-duty activities have given me reason to question you.
Hey, slow down.
Amos is not a problem.
I mean, he's a contracted person who's trying to make... All he cares about is making money. That changes a lot of things.
Liam? Liam!
The fuck?
Oh no.
Everybody stay the fuck back! Just stay back! Stay back! Yeah! You killed my friend, you fucking piece of shit! Let him go!
Put your fucking gun down or I'll shoot you myself!
Oh shit.
The... Ew!
Oh,
no!
Dude.
No, don't touch.
Oh shit.
What is happening?
Those slugs killed them. Where are they coming from?
Oh my god! Ew! 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 Ew!
Dude.
They're everywhere.
Everywhere.
Dude, it seems like that shit's spreading like protomolecule does. Fuck, dude. Yeah, that structure is real safe. Instant killing slugs.
Dude, where the fuck is Miller, man?
Send in your Marines, General.
Raskolnikov breaching option is a go.
Oh, damn.
I hope this is the right thing to do.
Did she change her feelings after the talk with her husband?
That's what I'm hoping. Like, hey, maybe like try to save as many people as you can instead of just like blindly blowing shit up, I guess.
Unless blindly blowing up this ship is the right move. Which again, is not the right move ever. But if you're dealing with a guy like Marco, who knows? This feels like a trap.
It does. The fuck?
Oh damn. They were fucking ambushed.
The Pazuzu, it's gone.
What the fuck?
So now not only did she not get Marco, she just lost a bunch of Marines.
Oh damn, dude. It seems like she just got played.
A bunch of soldiers, yeah.
I don't think... It felt like a lose-lose situation for her there.
Right. Well, I mean, if you blow a bunch of people and they're all innocent, except for Marco.
Just to get one guy. But then, like, did it disintegrate? Was it like a self-destruction?
Maybe.
What the fuck?
I don't even know.
Did he take like an escape pod or some shit to get out of there?
Who knows? But I mean, they said they've been monitoring it, so I don't even know.
Dude, that whole situation is just a big giant question mark at this point. Like, what is going on with this dude? Is he like, was he even really on the ship? Like, was that really him? Or did he find a way to like tamper with the shit to make it look like he was there?
Maybe.
Like, to throw a giant curveball to get people like a magic trick. Like, hey, focus over here while I go do shit over here. Like, I don't know. Like,
seems like something he would do.
It seems like there's so many potential technology options, I feel like, with what we've seen to this point with this show. Could there have been some kind of stealth exit if he was on the ship? Just to like purposely get caught on video and then somehow stealth exit that they wouldn't notice or something? Because, I mean, if he is working with Mars, maybe he does have some kind of technology that was stolen by maybe Bobby's new boss that could have gotten him some stuff.
Maybe.
I'm still fully on board with the whole idea that Marco is working with that dude. And it feels like it legit feels like this dude's playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers.
Well, yeah.
Even him getting caught and almost spaced, at this point in my head, I feel like that was a plan.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I could see that.
Like, even at the risk of potentially being killed, that he was so confident, or he made deals with those other two factions
that makes
to
sense.
like, hey, and up until the point that you have to vote, you're set on killing me. But when it's time to vote, you let me go because I convinced you. I mean, I'm not putting anything past this dude at this point. Like,
no, he's such a good talker.
He's a really good talker, and everything he says in his world is like, he's on point. Everything he's saying is basically what Belters want to hear from a potential leader.
You know who he kind of reminds me of? Han. He's like making deals and like getting ships and...
Han Solo?
Yeah.
Nah.
He has the charisma,
yeah. I mean, maybe.
I know you hate that name, but...
Yeah. Now
Solo.
Now I do. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, this dude's got it all. And it feels like he's steps ahead of everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone. And I just feel like this is going to be another thing used against Christian.
Well, okay, yeah. I mean, she was kind of like damned both ways.
Yeah, it was a lose-lose. Like, there's no... And no one presented a third option that...
What other option?
Right, like... Blow it all up, or send people in and hope there's minimal casualties and get them out.
Or hope that they one day land.
Or just keep tracking them, I guess. But, I mean, there is a 0% chance that this won't be used against her. And it feels like she's just in a spiral at this point where she can't grasp what she needs to be doing. And her focus is way too much on this election and not making the best educational decisions for what needs to be done.
Her decisions.
Yeah.
Before all this election bullshit, she always made like...
She nailed it.
Yeah. You know, she's confident, like fucking do what needs to be done, but now it's like I have to look good.
Right.
And make an example.
She's very distracted, it seems like.
Yeah.
That's just that does not look good for her. And I mean, her husband even said it best. He's like, would it be so bad if you lost? And she's like, I don't know. I can't lose. It's like, all right, like you need to focus on, like, you still got a job to do. And it's clearly distracting you. I'm feeling real worried for her. Like, I just don't see how she makes it out of this election with especially with that last, like, her speech at the beginning of the episode, which, regardless of how you want to interpret that, and then this decision now, like, her opponent's going to definitely use it against her, and it feels like the public
that's what
is.
they do.
Yeah, that's what politics is. That's what running against other people. They're going to use things against you to try to get their advantage. That's the way it goes.
Instead of trying to build yourself up and make yourself, you know, the best person that you can possibly be for the job, just tear the other one down.
If your opponent's making it easy, like, and continues to make bad choices, then yeah, of course you're going to use it. But the stuff that's going on in Ilus right now, like, fucking death slugs now. Like, what the fuck?
And that was so when he shined the black light.
And it's like instant death. The thing touches you and it like sucks the life out of you immediately. It's like you can't breathe and you immediately die. Just like, damn, dude. This feels like, I mean, it feels, and it may or may not be related at all, but it feels so much like the protomolecule, but this thing's got attacking green slugs. It like drops on you and you die instead of like... I mean,
the fact that they're like in their eyes.
Like the protomolecule is like a blue mist that just takes over and grows on you. Like this thing is attacking your eyeballs, like, and if it touches you, you die right away. Like, fuck.
That's so gross.
And it's everywhere. And Holden's the only one who hasn't been caught on with this thing.
Like, they gotta find a cure. I mean, come on. They gotta get the fuck out of there.
They gotta get the fuck out of there. That's the right answer, I feel like.
Why don't they just build a boat, dude?
They're gonna... Where's Floki? But, like, if people weren't already super sketched out by Holden, now they're gonna be even more sketched out by him, because it's like, all of these people have this, and you're the only one, and you're talking to this weird ghost guy, and you like brought us down here, and you're like starting all this shit. Like, dude, it just keeps piling on. And even Murtry's like, yeah, he laid out his whole situation. And again, it goes back to the whole idea that the Belters keep acting first. So I understand why he's doing it the way he's doing it. I understand why his people are so aggressive. I don't think they need to be. They need to be aware and on their toes, but they don't need to be out seeking, killing these people. If someone comes and attacks you, you defend yourself.
Yes, thank you. Yes, absolutely.
But
I don't like the whole...
I mean, before they even landed, they got blowed up. 20 plus people died. They were planning attacks. They were threatening them with more death. They took hostages. They kidnapped people. Like, they keep being aggressive. Like, the Belters keep being aggressive towards them. And their motives make sense as well. It's just... I don't see...
No, everybody's going about this in the wrong way.
Yeah, for sure. And the fact that now we know Murtry is basically a hired assassin, basically. Like, he was hired and he gets a percentage of all the stuff they bring back. Yeah. So it makes even more sense why he's acting the way he is. It's just, I mean, your employer is paying you a lot of money. There's contracts involved. You got to do what you got to do. Doesn't make it right.
What are you going to do since everybody's going to be blind in a minute?
Including him.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, it's just, everything is hitting the fan. It's just all crazy. And everything, like, every episode, it seems like the tension's getting turned up a notch because they keep getting put in these positions where it's like they have no choice but to resort to extreme survival tactics. And you put a dude whose first mindset is kill in an extreme survival situation. Like, that's tough. That's tough. And you put him with a group of people who have spent their entire lives trying to get their own thing and just have their own stuff and have been held down by the two big powers of this world. Like, that's a horrible, horrible mix. Like, those two things do not go well together. And it's just gonna, like, we've got 3 episodes left in this season.
Wow!
We're 3 episodes away from being caught up. I just don't see how either, regardless if this green shit makes everyone blind, even if that wasn't in the equation, which is a huge, huge issue, I just don't see how either side gets out of this because of how aggressive they're more aggressive towards each other than maybe working together and figuring out a solution to get the fuck out of this place.
Right.
And they're relying on one fucking doctor to come up with a cure for this
I know,
thing.
right? Can we get a team of
Oh my god.
This
is as if you don't have enough pressure on you.
Oh my god.
And the fact that she's angry at Holden is just focus.
Well, okay, where the fuck is Miller, man?
Miller's not, or Holden's not alone anymore, so.
But still,
And he got what he needed, it seems like. Because everything's turning on, everything is activated, everything is going according to plan? Question mark? Is this the plan?
I don't like it. I don't like any of this shit. Those fucking slugs are wild.
Hell yeah, they are. And it's the idea that this structure would protect them and keep them safe. When have we ever encountered something in this show that is alien? And I put alien because it's foreign to the humans that have been on this show. When have we ever come across something alien that has been helpful and cooperative towards them when they've breached their stuff? No.
I can't think of a one.
It doesn't work that way. Every time we've seen with the previous situations with the protomolecule, always going out of its way to protect itself, taking people out, killing people, taking over their bodies, doing stuff. And now it's this giant structure which is as old as the planet, which seemingly runs this planet. It seems like it's the core of this planet.
Mm-hmm.
It's been turned on. It's oh, well, you're abusing us. You've already blown up something. You've got these flying ninja stars slicing through people. Why would you think that this would be a safe place to live? It is just crazy.
I don't really have much else to say other than that. You kind of summed it up.
Yeah,
perfectly.
It's pretty wild what's happening. It's just all of our favorite peeps are in really difficult positions. Amos for the first time looks scared.
Oh, I know. He's vulnerable.
He looked scared. He's been in some of the most intense, crazy situations, and he's always been just the calm, chill, I'm gonna handle it, dude. And when Holden's yeah, we're all gonna go blind. Well, all of y'all are gonna go. I'm
you
not.
guys.
You are all gonna go blind in a day. You actually, for the first time, was just oh my god, Amos is what? We haven't seen him like that before. That's pretty crazy. It's Christian is dealing with shit. Holden is in a bad spot. All of our peeps are in danger. It is wild. This show just, again, broken record, keeps taking you places. Would you have guessed green slugs would be falling from the fucking ceilings? Killing people?
Where did that come from, man? Whose idea was that?
Yeah, it's just so crazy. It's just so good. It's highly entertaining. Great show.
Yes.
Do you have any other thoughts before we wrap this one up?
No.
All right, y'all. Leave your comments down below like you always do. Subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. Keep the conversations clean. We'll see y'all later. Have a good one. Bye.